G'day you mob, Pete here from Aussie English. If you want to sound more fluent when speaking English, it's incredibly important to learn and use advanced words instead of simpler ones. In today's video, I'm going to teach you 10 advanced words to use instead of the word very. And don't forget to stick around to the end because we're going to practice these words in sentences while focusing on the rules of linking, on stress, and you're going to be able to improve your pronunciation and accent. The lesson's going to be way easier to follow as well if you grab today's worksheet in the description down below. And don't forget, when you grab these worksheets, I'll also email you all the future worksheets to lessons just like this. All right, let's go. So to begin with, let's turn the simple words into advanced versions. Very quiet, introverted, reserved. Very busy, swamped, snowed under. Very easy, effortless, straightforward. Very painful, excruciating. Very old, ancient, outdated. Very noisy, deafening, rambunctious. I like that word, that's a good one. Very often, frequently, regularly. That's a tough one to say. Regularly. Very annoying, exasperating. Very beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. Very boring, dull, tedious. Great work. Before we continue, guys, don't forget to give that like button a little boop if you're enjoying this video, because it sends a little signal to YouTube's algorithm that you're enjoying the video, and more students just like you will then get to see it. Thanks a lot. All right, now it's time for the most important part of today's lesson. We're going to use what you've just learned. So I've created a bunch of sentences using today's 10 advanced words so that you can learn them in context. Listen to me say the sentences and then repeat them after me so that you can practice your pronunciation and accent. Remember, pay attention to how I link and stress the words in each sentence. You ready to go? Let's do it. She's quite an introverted person. She's quite an introverted person. So there's some interesting linking going on here. Quite an introverted. Quite an introverted. The T in the word quite is turning into a T flap. Quiten, quiden, and that's linking to an. And then the N in an is linking to introverted. She's quite an introverted person. She's quite an introverted person. And which words are being stressed? Quite, introverted, and person. The important words in the sentence. The adjectives, the verbs, and the nouns. She's quite an introverted person. I'm absolutely swamped at work. I'm absolutely swamped at work. Which words are being stressed? I'm absolutely swamped at work. Absolutely swamped work. And where is the linking happening? I'm absolutely swamped at work. So the M and A at the start of absolutely are linking together. I'm absolutely. And then the D at the end of the word swamped, which is actually a T sound, links to the word at. Swamped at. Actually turns back into a D sound, huh? I'm swamped at work. Wow, interesting. When he plays the guitar, it looks effortless. When he plays the guitar, it looks effortless. Where's the linking here? When he, we get H deletion here. When he, the H disappears and it links to the N sound at the end of the word when. When he plays the guitar, it, we get the linking R there at the end of the word guitar and it links to it. Guitar it. Guitar it. When he plays the guitar, it looks effortless. And then we link looks and effortless. Looks effortless. When he plays the guitar, it looks effortless. When I broke my leg, it was excruciating. When I broke my leg, it was excruciating. There's quite a bit of linking here too. When I, leg it, leg it was excruciating. When I broke my leg, it was excruciating. Left a little pause there between leg and it. Let me link those. When I broke my leg, it was excruciating. And which are the important words being emphasized or stressed? When I broke my leg, it was excruciating. When I broke my leg, it was excruciating. The library's books were outdated. The library's books were outdated. So there's linking here between the words were and out. We have that R sound appear and link those two. Were out. And which words are being stressed? The library's books were outdated. And you'll notice there in the word outdated, this is a compound adjective. We have multiple words here. It's actually the second word of the two that's being emphasized. Outdated. The library's books were outdated. Whenever Dad plays his music, it's deafening. Whenever Dad plays his music, it's deafening. So the linking here happens between the words plays and his, and we have H deletion where the H disappears and you'll hear plays is. Plays is. And then between the words music and its, that k sound links to its. Music kits. Whenever Dad plays his music, it's deafening. Whenever Dad plays his music, it's deafening. And which are the words being stressed? Whenever Dad plays his music, it's deafening. They frequently chat together on the phone. They frequently chat together on the phone. I wonder if you can hear what's happening with the words chat and together. So chat ends with a T sound. Together starts with a T sound. We've got two T's next to one another. They merge. They merge together and you just have one T sound. Chat together. Chat together. Then together links to on. Together on. Together on. Chat together on. They frequently chat together on the phone. They frequently chat together on the phone. So which are the words too being stressed? They frequently chat together on the phone. My nephew can be exasperating sometimes. My nephew can be exasperating sometimes. Be exasperating. We're linking those two with a y sound. Be exasperating. Be exasperating. My nephew can be exasperating sometimes. And the words here being emphasized are nephew and exasperating. My nephew can be exasperating sometimes. Your flowers are just gorgeous. Your flowers are just gorgeous. We're linking the words flowers and are. Flowers are. Flowers are. Your flowers are just gorgeous. And which words are being emphasized? Your flowers are just gorgeous. Flowers and gorgeous. All right, now for the last one, guys. Good job making it all the way to the end. The book began to get a little tedious. The book began to get a little tedious. Linking between the words get and the T, what happens to that? It turns into a T flat because there's a vowel on either side. Get-a. The book began to get a little tedious. And which words are being stressed? Book, began, get, maybe even little and tedious. The book began to get a little tedious. The book began to get a little tedious. In fact, I don't think I'd emphasize little as much. It'd mainly be on book, began, get, and tedious. The book began to get a little tedious. Great work, guys. So don't forget to learn new vocab, create your own sentences with target vocab that you're trying to learn. Think about how the words are connected, where the stress is on the keywords, and you'll feel much more confident when you're speaking English. Don't forget to grab today's worksheet in the description below, guys. When you sign up, you'll also get all of my future worksheets for every other lesson that comes out. And besides that, if you want to keep learning with me today, go check out this video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.